Social media has become a valuable tool for farmers and ranchers, but it can also be a source of controversy and bad information. At the American Farm Bureau Annual Convention, two experts provided insights into problems with social media and how to avoid them.
If you're farming or producing food today, you're an agribusiness, you need to be in the social media space, if nothing else, so that you can have a community of people who would feel comfortable coming to you and saying, I have a question. I saw this on the internet and I don't know what it means, or I didn't like this. Can you help me understand it? If you're not there, they can't ask you.
Andy Vance is a journalist and social media professional. He led a workshop for farmers and ranchers on how to use social media to combat negativity and misinformation about farming practices.
So when people attack farming and farmers, it's easy for us to get defensive because we identify as farmers. We don't think about farming as a job we go do. It's the lifestyle we've chosen. It's how we invest all of our time and resources and emotional energy. We literally are all in when it comes to producing food. So how do we stop being defensive about that? Well, number one, we have to say it's not personal. For whatever reason, the people out there on Twitter or Facebook or in the news media, they're not out to get you as an individual farmer. They've seen something they don't understand, or they're concerned about, or they're confused about, and they're lashing out. Really easy to do in the social media landscape.
Vance says farmers and ranchers must learn to effectively counter the fear spread by anti-agriculture activists.
So I think the question of combating emotion with science is challenging, and I think it's challenging because you're bringing a knife to a gunfight, right? So we like science for the most part because it supports our story, and that's at the end of the day, we as consumers, we as humans like stories. Tell me a story, and that's where these emotion-based fear traders have really got a leg up on us, because they're not selling science. They're telling stories, and they're telling really powerful stories with emotional imagery and really vibrant words and colorful language. We've got to do a better job of that. We've got to tell stories, and so you come back with emotion grounded with science.
Ryan Martin is a meteorologist who's been forecasting weather for farmers and ranchers for 30 years and helps farmers market their crops. He wants to make sure they get their online weather information from trusted sources.
I just want to get the word out that we really got to be careful on how we use social media and how we look at markets and weather. I think that what you're seeing is a lot of folks think that they want to be involved in weather. There's a lot of new weather outfits, weather firms out there, because let's face it, weather is something that impacts every segment of agriculture, whether it's livestock or grain or what have you. It's a huge variable.
Martin has seen vague and unreliable weather reports in social media move commodity market prices and lead producers to alter their marketing plans unwisely.
So on the farmer side, you've got to find the information that is true, that is right, find people you trust, and then lean on that. You've got to tune everything else out. It's got to be there. You've got to use those things that you see on social media as springboards to asking questions to the people that you then go and trust.